Hi there, this is Bibi Cameron here. Welcome to a new video and Happy New Year. Today I'm going to be making these paper backpacks. They have a decorative front pocket that I have die cut using the Spellbinders large die of the month. You don't need special dies to make the backpacks. Perhaps you are going to need a smooth and textured cardstock that is more flexible than the smooth cardstock, an oval die, a scoring board, and some cutting tools. So this backpack measures 6 inches by 5 inches and it has this little note card here that slide in and out, and when you open this you have plenty room to add a small gift or some sweeties or candies or cookies or anything else. This front pocket also allows you to close the back like so, and the note card is going to keep it closed. You can also customize this for any occasion. I'm going to be adding here a little banner, and although you could DIY this front pocket, using dies give you the benefit of speed and perfection because the dies will cut the most intricate details in time record without doing any effort. Okay, I have here my Spellbinders large die of this month. It includes 11 individual dies that will cut different pieces. This one here will cut a pocket that measures 4 inches by 3 inches 3/4, and this one here will cut an intricate decorative piece to embellish that pocket. There are also 2 layering dies that are these ones here, and you can also use those to create other solid decorative pieces for that pocket, or you can also use them individually. And the die set also includes decorative hearts and a flower that you can paper piece over the intricate decorative panel for the pocket, or you can also use it by itself. One of the biggest tips I can give you to adhere this kind of intricate detailed die cuts over solid pieces is to use very little glue and to allow the glue to dry a little bit before gluing things together. Use a little piece of paper to add glue underneath those areas of the die cut that haven't been adhered, and take your time to do this. You don't want the glue to smear over your paper, especially when it's smooth cardstock, because it might stain it. So once you have this done, put it to a side, and I have here some pieces of cardstock that I'm going to use to create the backpack. These pieces measures 5 inches width and 12 inches long. And I'm going to grab this piece here and I'm going to score a line at 6 inches and another one at 8 inches and a half. Now I'm going to create a flap at the end of this piece here. And to do that, I'm going to use the Tim Holtz mini trimmer just to cut the paper in that area. Now I'm going to cut another piece of paper that measures 6 inches by 5 inches. I'm doing all this because I really need a 15 inches by 5 inches piece of cardstock to put this backpack together. As I don't have cardstock in that length, I'm just doing that addition here at the bottom to get this done. Now we need to punch 2 holes at the bottom of this piece. You can punch them at ½ inch from the scoring line, just like so. And these holes are going to allow us to attach the back handles later on using brads. Now I'm going to score this piece that measures 3 inches and a half by 6 inches. And I'm going to score it just in the center. And then I'm going to score at ½ inch both sides like so. And to finish this piece, I'm going to score at ½ inch at the very bottom of the piece. Now I'm going to grab this piece here that is exactly the same size than the previous one, 3 inches and a half by 6 inches. And I'm going to score in half, then at ½ inch both sides and ½ inch at the bottom of the piece. These are going to be the side panels of the bag. And here I have an oval that measures 5 inches by 4 inches and a half, and I'm going to score it in half, just like that. Once I have this done, I'm going to score another line, maybe 1/4 of an inch from that line, and I'm going to fold the paper like so as well. So this is the top part of the backpack, and using a punch I need to punch a hole between those two scoring lines in about 1 inch and a quarter from the edge of the oval, and then I need to punch another 2 holes just after the center line that we score on that piece. Okay, now I'm going to trim the corners of the side panels, and to do that I'm just going to snip the paper like so. So pay attention that I'm cutting that square corner there just in a diagonal, and I'm cutting just in the intersection of those scoring lines, not over the scoring lines. And I'm going to add double-sided tape over those flaps just like that, and I'm going to cut any excess of tape and also the top corners of those flaps. Now I'm going to fold this side panel like so in the center, and then I'm going to fold the flaps like so, and I'm going to adhere it, align it with the edge of that piece there, just like that. And I'm going to use my bone folder to make sure that that's firmly adhered. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. This double-sided tape that I'm using is very sticky, so you can help yourself and move the paper around to find the better way to align the pieces and to adhere them in place. I'm also using a little bit of glue on those areas of the paper where the tape is not covering. And as simple as that, I just finished this box that will allow me to use the pocket created by the Spellbinders large die of the month. You can make this in any size using similar supplies. Once this is done, I'm going to work in the handles, and I like to use a corner punch to round the corners or the edges of those handles. And because I'm going to be using brads to attach these handles to the back, I'm also punching here little holes at the ends of those pieces. This little handle here measures about 4 inches by 1/4, and I need to attach it on the holes that I punched in the center of those 2 scoring lines. I noticed that it might be a little bit hard to show you what I'm doing, so I'm using here a temporary adhesive just to adhere this so you can see what I'm doing exactly. So I'm going to place this here and I'm going to adhere it there. So you see that those holes are completely at the top of that bag, and it's in those holes where I have to attach this handle using brads. I'm not bending the paper or anything, because this is textured cardstock. It's very flexible and very nice. It's different than smooth cardstock that it will crack. So you can easily bend the paper a little bit to reach the other end or the other hole and just place the brad there. Okay, I was so excited about showing you how to put together the bag that I forgot to attach the pocket. It's better to do this before assembling the box and when everything is flat. But I can do it now using this Simon Says stamp red liner tape. And because I don't like to waste any tape, I'm going to use this little piece that I got left here. And I'm going to use that later on. You will see how. I'm going to remove the backing of the adhesive tape and I'm going to adhere it in place. I'm so glad that I remember doing this before putting the back handles, because then it will be a little bit tricky. Okay, now that I have the pocket and also the top handle, I need to adjust the top of the bag. So I can easily remove this piece because I use a temporary adhesive tape there. And then I need to align the scoring line that is in front of the top handle with the top of the bag, and that's the correct place to adhere that. Now I'm going to work in the back handles, and these pieces here measures 12 inches by 3/4. They are made of textured cardstock that is in the video description. And again, I'm going to use the corner punch to shape the ends of those straps. Then I'm going to pierce holes at both ends of these pieces. I'm not measuring anything and I'm not doing this perfectly, but if you want to, you can do it. Next, I'm going to use a bond folder to shape this handle to break the fibers of the paper that is textured cardstock, ideal to make bag handles. I really love it, and it's in the video description. This is Tonic Studios textured cardstock, and I'm going to attach these handles on these holes here in this top part of the bag, just like that. And I'm going to attach the top of the handles first, like so. Then I'm going to rotate this so the paper gets the shape of a letter C. So I hope you understand what I mean. And then I'm going to attach this just like so. So pay attention, because the way you attach these handles make all the difference in the look and feel of them. They look more like the shape of a handle. Oh my gosh. So anyways, this is almost done. The paper has memory, so it will tend to get back to its flat original position, so you have to move the paper. And to embellish, I'm going to add this little embellishment there, and then I'm going to adhere that top of the bag in place. So remember the little piece of tape that I added there? That's going to help me to hold everything there in place while the glue dries. You don't need to add glue all over the place. When you squeeze the paper, the glue inside squeezes as well, so it covers a larger area. And well, that's the backpack. I have another one here. I think these are super cute and also timeless. Last but not least, I'm going to also add this little note card there that will hold the top of the bag in place. And I can add a little banner here in the center of that heart, and this could be for any occasion and also stamp it. But I decided to add a hot foiled sentiment, and I made this using one of the hot plates included in the Spellbinders Glimmer hot foil of this month that is absolutely gorgeous, and includes heart-shaped hot plates that will create two different heart designs, coordinating dies to die cut those foiled images and sentiments that coordinates with banner dies previously released by Spellbinders, and that also coordinates with dies in other Spellbinders kits this month. To be honest, Spellbinders has so many kits that is a little bit overwhelming for you, so I usually choose one or two to make videos, but I do blog posts about many of them, so please make sure to visit my blog to explore the Spellbinders kits every month. This three-dimensional teacup shaped card folds flat to fit an envelope, and it was made using the Spellbinders amazing paper grace die of the month. And I also want to show you these cards here that were made using the small die of the month, and I added hot foil banners made using the Glimmer kit of this month as well. So I hope you enjoyed the project in the video today. And last but not least, I also want to let you know that Spellbinders kits are now available in the UK. This means that shipping extra costs are gone. So I hope you really enjoyed Spellbinders subscriptions, and stay tuned for more ideas and inspiration. Thank you very much for watching, and happy crafting. Bye!